17 elements, one country. Your phone won't work without them. China refines 91% of the world's rare earth elements. Not mines them, refines them. The chemistry that turns ordinary rock into magnets, screens, and battery components. The components inside almost every device you own. Rare earths are 17 metals tucked into a single row of the periodic table. Neodymium, dysprosium, yttrium. Most weren't even named until the 1800s. Almost nobody can pronounce them. Almost everybody depends on them. Your phone holds at least 8 of these elements. The tiny vibration motor uses neodymium. The bright coloured pixels on the screen glow because of europium and terbium. The speaker magnets, the polished glass, the camera optics, all of them traced back to the same place. In December 2025, Beijing tightened export controls on 7 of those rare earths. Licenses now required, destinations tracked. Foreign buyers must justify every shipment. Western tech companies froze procurement within 48 hours and started counting their stockpiles. China didn't get lucky. Back in 1992, Deng Xiaoping reportedly made a famous comparison. The Middle East has oil, China has rare earths. Then Beijing spent the next 30 years cornering every link of the supply chain. America used to lead this market. Mountain Pass, California, supplied most of the world's rare earths until the 1990s. Then cheaper Chinese exports arrived. US regulations tightened. A toxic wastewater spill closed the mine in 2002. Here's the trick most coverage misses. Mining rare earths is fairly straightforward. Refining them is brutal chemistry, acid baths, solvent extraction, hundreds of separation steps just to isolate one element from the next. China owns that step almost completely. Most of it happens in Inner Mongolia at a mine called Bayan. Beside the pit sits a tailings lake, roughly 5 miles wide. From the air it looks like a black scar visible from satellites. That lake holds the radioactive thorium left behind by decades of refining. Villages downwind reported cancer clusters in the 1990s. Local groundwater turned undrinkable. The Western consumer never saw the receipt. The cost stayed in Mongolia. Cut the supply tomorrow and what stops? F-35 fighter jets, MRI machines, wind turbines, electric vehicle drive motors, the guidance systems inside almost every modern weapon. None of these technologies have a viable, rare, earth-free alternative ready to ship. One single electric car needs about 1 kilogram of rare earth magnets. The world built 14 million electric cars in 2024 alone. 25 million units are projected for 2027. The math on that supply bottleneck gets uncomfortable very fast. Australia, Canada, and the United States are now racing to build alternatives. Lynas runs a major refinery in Malaysia. MP Materials reopened Mountain Pass. New separation facilities are breaking ground in Texas, Saskatchewan, and Estonia. But here's the timeline problem. A single rare earth refinery takes about 10 years to permit, build, and certify. China built its lead over 3 full decades. The West has months before the bans truly bite. That gap is the leverage. Every export license Beijing denies is a factory line that slows down somewhere. Detroit, Stuttgart, Seoul. It's a trade weapon disguised as paperwork, and it's already being used. 17 elements that most people can't pronounce, controlled by one single government, sitting quietly inside the device in your hand right now. That's not a supply chain, that's a faucet, and someone else in another country decides exactly when to turn it off. Where your stuff really comes from. This is